Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now, this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Jackson. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This would work quite well on that play.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 and second down. This defense for the Saints, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield now. Hunter Henry brings it in. 7 yards there and a first down. The Niners at 8-2 on the year. They coming off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortune. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Jones now in motion left. Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mayfield now from the 50. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A give left side to Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf. 27 yards. And the 49ers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. In motion left goes Jones. They'll run with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, You and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Thought he had the pack. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
Mayfield on play action. That's complete. It's Collins.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield steps away to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Brycccce, the tight end. And the Niners are going to get 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they send a man in motion right. Second down and goal. Mayfield. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. Touchdown. Terrace Marshall from 4 yards out. And the Niners have regained the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
From the 29, Jackson. That's caught right side by Mims. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll run up the middle with Cohen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They're looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Jackson.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll go to Pirine, try to pound it in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Samaje Pirine, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have yet again retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give them 32 on the play.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 41, Mayfield. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Henry here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
No problem there on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hey, alert 33. King.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, alert. Hey, alert 33.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll send Marshall in motion left. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side with Harris. Down to about the 22 here. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. In motion left here, Marshall. A first down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Mayfield off the play fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. Touchdown 49ers. Nico Collins from 10 yards out. And the Niners are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. Looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s. Here, the problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 10 yards, good for a Saints 1st down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sterling Shepard, 58 yards. And the Saints strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The slot man in motion right. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Harris running straight ahead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Saints. Lawrence Cager, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And now it's blocked, and the Niners have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Man open is Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield on play action. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. The center receiver in motion to the left.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Mayfield to throw.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Robinson now off the option.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
One, but incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now Mayfield. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing, Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Complete to Chenault. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's Jackson. This pass caught. It's Woods. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Saints, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they will be at home next week to take on